Hi there everybody, it's UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator Halsey here from slimandstylish.stampinup.net. Thank you so much for joining me today. I have the Reindeer Fun photopolymer stamp set on my desk. I really like this one, and I love the reindeer and I love the little bells, and I was trying to work out how I could use both of them in this card. So I've got my Memento ink and I've already put my stamps onto blocks. And I'm inking up the bells. I'm going to do those twice because, like I said, I really like them. Those bells are beautiful. And I'm also going to stamp the reindeer down. That's all for the Memento because the trees are an outline. I wanted to use them in colour, so I've got my shaded spruce and I'm just going to stamp those down twice as well. This is just on some scrap basic white. I really love the detail in these trees, how they have the star already attached, but they also have the bottom that makes it look like it's sitting on snow. I think that just makes it look a bit more realistic rather than gimmicky, which is cute. So for my reindeer, I'm going to be using a whole host of different colours because I really wanted to get him textured and blended well. You can use just one if you wanted to, or you could build the colour up like I'm going to. I'm using light and dark pecan pie. I'm also using the bronze blend that comes with a bronze and ivory. And then I'm using one of the dark skin tone blends to add a little bit more dottage onto him so that his speckles really do show up. And then I'm using both the dark and the light crumb cake. So the dark crumb cake on his body, the light crumb cake will go on his tail and his ear. And I'm going to keep going over with all the different colours so that they blend quite nicely and create quite a warmth depth to him. Now, I did a lot of steps with this because, you know me, I love blending, I love colouring, and I love building things up. You could do it with your pencils, you could do it with one blend, you could do it with your Stampin' and Write markers, you could do it with whatever you wanted to do to build his colour up. Or you could just leave him looking white and snowy, that's fine too. But I was quite happy with how he came out at the end. The one bit of advice I would do for you is when you do use your light colour, like I just have, the light crumb cake on the tail, it's just then run it over the whole body so all of the colours talk to each other. For the bells, I didn't use quite as many colours. I used light peach pie and then I came in with light and dark daffodil delight just to get some sort of tone on there and make them look more goldish. Is goldish a word? It is now. So I just coloured around with that to get my bells looking really nice. I genuinely think these bells are beautiful and love them. And I need to think of a card that just uses those. I'll get round to it. This is the wild wheat in the dark, which is already a goldy type colour, so I use that for the chain around the side. And then, well, it's not Christmas if you haven't put a nice red bow on, so this is cherry cobbler, and I've just come on and popped a little bow on top like that. Now we've got dies for this set. This is a bundle. You can get the stamps and the dies together and you can save 10% if you do so. So I use the dies and run them through, and here we are, all the pieces out. You know me, I love fussy cutting, but since I broke my wrist, I'm struggling with it a bit. So I'm really glad we've got the dies and I can be using those. I'm going to be using one of our embossing folders. This is one of the new big ones. I love having big embossing folders. And I've run that through to get this gorgeous textured marble background. I like this one, and I'm specifically liking it on the Christmas ones because I feel like it looks like a snowy sort of background. It looks like someone's gone down a hill on a sledge and left their tracks behind, don't you think? A little sentiment now, and I'm sorry I did play towards the bottom of my glass mat. This is my fault. I haven't quite got used to my new craft room yet, and I have a wider desk now and the camera doesn't reach all the way to where it did before, so I keep playing with where it's comfortable right in front of me and the camera doesn't quite reach. I will get used to it. So I've just chopped that onto like a piece of basic white, and I've cut it into a front that's just going to go across the front of your card. Now you could have die cut that out with some of the stitch stuff. You could have that thinner or wider. I quite liked it as a big wide one, and you can see that I'm just layering my die cut pieces on now, working out where I want them. Once you've done that, it's quite easy then to just pop a dimensional on the back of these things to hold them in place. And hold them in the right area together. You can see I'm picking them up together and just popping the dimensional across the bit where they lap. so that it just holds it in place, and I know that that's in a position that I'm quite happy with. Add a few more on, because if you're going to be popping in through the post this Christmas, you want them to stay up. You don't want them to sag in the middle. And I'm sticking the sentiment flat down onto my card. Postage reasons, I don't want everything standing up on my card. And then just adding it onto a card base. Once you'd actually done the colouring and the die cutting out, this was quite a simple card to put together. And I was just really chuffed that I could play with the pieces that I liked the most. I mean, who cares that my sleigh bells are higher on the card than my reindeer? It's just cheerful. I like it. So I stuck my sleigh bells on, and then I stuck on my reindeer. He really is cute, and I was glad I did the extra dimension with the colouring. And that's pretty much the base of the card done. So then all you need to do is decorate and embellish. I always like some embellishments on my cards. I think they add a bit of bling. And you could have also ran a ribbon underneath as well. I'm using the Wink of Stella just to bring some real glitter to my bells and the stars on top of the trees. You can't really see on the camera the effect that that makes, but trust me, it is beautiful and it makes it really, really glitter. And then I'm popping on some of the silver and grey dots, and they're just going to sit at the bottom there. And that is pretty much my card finished. What do you think? It's using the Reindeer Fun bundle. It's available from my store, slimandstylish.stampinup.net. Thank you so much for joining me today. Here's a close-up of the card. You can also find it over on my Instagram. Do come along and give me a follow at slimandstylish, and I will see you again soon. Don't forget to leave me a comment and let me know where you're from. I like reading all your comments, and I will speak to you all soon. Bye everyone.